This is what goes around the base of the cocktail.
One of my favorite things about the history of tiki cocktails are things like the glassware that the cocktails were actually served in. Like this little dude right here. Look at that. This glass is called the Derby Daiquiri glass. And it was used specifically for one cocktail at the Mai Kai in 1959, the Derby Daiquiri. So if this glass isn't enough to pique your curiosity about this cocktail, stay to the very end because it's gonna get way weirder because the garnish that goes with this drink makes the glass look ridiculous. Or not ridiculous. It makes the glass look normal. The garnish is wild. Hi, my name is Spike, and on my other channel, I've made over 200 tiki cocktails right here in my home bar, The Breezeway. And on that channel, I've done interviews, home tiki bar tours, and I've traveled to some of the most incredible tiki bars in the country. But on this channel, it's all about the recipes. Welcome to Tiki Cocktails with Spike.
Tiki Cocktails with Spike.
Okay, so the history of this cocktail is super interesting. It was served at the Mai Kai in 1959, and you can read all about it in my buddy Swanky's book, Mai Kai, History and Mystery of the Iconic Restaurant. It's one of the best tiki bars, tiki restaurants, tiki experiences in the world. And I'm so excited because they just reopened after a $15 million renovation. How do you ever recoup that? That's a lot of daiquiris.
A lot of daiquiris.
So the whole story of the Derby Daiquiri is right here. But the broad strokes, the what do you call it? Liner notes? Cliff notes are that Mariano Licudine, who started out with Don the Beachcomber, had to create a cocktail specifically for a derby in Florida. While the Kentucky Derby had the mint julep, they wanted to create something that was specifically and inherently Florida. So I think it was for the Gulfstream series. I think that was the name of it. If you go to Spike's Breezeway Cocktail Hour channel, I did a whole video all about the history of the Derby Daiquiri. And get this statistic, this is wild. The 20,000 fans who attended the Gulfstream Derby managed to drink 30,000 Derby Daiquiris. Dude, like, what is that number? So like everybody had like one and a half-ish cocktails. I guess that makes sense, but like everybody. Anyway, I'm super excited to present this cocktail and let's get into making this thing. Okay, I just ran and got this orange. So we're gonna be using oranges, limes, simple syrup. This is from Liquid Alchemist. You know, of course you can make your own simple syrup, but if you want a shortcut to like a really good simple syrup, go to Liquid Alchemist and there's a coupon code in the description below. That'll get you a little bit of a discount, help support the show. Yeah. And for the rum, we're gonna be using a light Puerto Rican rum. This is the rum that was specifically formulated to mimic the early light Puerto Rican rum from Bacardi. This should be very true to form. That's the thinking anyway. Okay, let's get to making this cocktail. We're gonna start by squeezing some lime juice into the measuring thing here. It's gonna be ½ ounce of lime juice. Of course, if you're a subscriber to the show, you would know that we always use fresh squeezed lime juice. Okay, so ½ ounce of lime juice into the shaking guy here. And then with orange juice, we are going to do 1 ounce of orange juice. There we go. That was a weird sound. One of the things that I love about Liquid Alchemist is that their branding is so beautiful. It makes you feel like you're making something of value when you're using their brand. Okay, ½ ounce of simple syrup. It's a weird sound. I like it. Okay, and then we're going to do 1½ ounces of the light Puerto Rican rum. And dude, I'm kind of getting low on my fancy bottle of the Bacardi. It's kind of a bummer. Like I know how special this rum is, and I hate to see it go. Okay, and so for this drink, what we are gonna be doing is we're gonna be blending it. So, let me get my blender out here. Look at this fancy old school style Waring. Is it a Waring one? Is it a Waring? Austerizer. It's an austerizer. And we are going to pour the drink into here. We are going to grab a scoop of ice. Make sure it's crushed ice. And we're just gonna like pulse this thing so that we chop up the big chunks. And that's probably good right there. We just want a little bit of the foaminess, almost like a blended daiquiri. You know, you could probably add a little bit of xanthan gum into this kind of thing and it would hold it together a little bit better. But here it is right here. Oh, the ice chips. Okay. Usually I am super against ice chips in a daiquiri because I just think that daiquiris should be crisp with no extra nonsense in there that you want to chew. Some people love them, so if you love that, feel free. You be my guest. Actually, mention in the comments below if you like ice chips in your daiquiri or you don't like ice chips in your daiquiri. I'm super curious to see what you guys think. And now, the moment that you've been waiting for, the final garnish on this incredible cocktail goes around the base of the drink. Check this out. This is what goes around the base of the cocktail. It's got the Cannibal Trio. See? And it would slip. I probably should have done it before I poured the drink, but it would slip on to the base of the cocktail. Definitely should have done this before I poured the drink. Okay, there we go. There we go. Dude, look at that. This is the way that it was served in 1959 at the Mai Kai. I do want to thank my buddy Gregory for giving me this little dude. On my other channel, when I made this cocktail and did the whole history about the whole thing, I mentioned, what's with this little dude? I'll tell you about the little dude as soon as we're done tasting it. Okay, so from the Mai Kai in 1959, Mariano Licudine, this is the Derby Daiquiri. Wow. I immediately get the ice chips. The ice chips add in something kind of fun for the drink. Like my immediate reaction to this cocktail, it was almost like Gatorade, like the lemon lime Gatorade, which is odd because there's no lemon in this. It's just orange juice, lime juice, simple syrup, and the daiquiri rum. I mean, it's really good. It's light, it's refreshing. If you were outside of the Gulf Stream Derby in Florida, in like the humid, muggy air, watching horses run around the track, I bet you this was the perfect drink. That's why they sold 30,000 of them that one day. So if I was at the Mai Kai and I ordered this cocktail, would I order it again? Yeah, I would. This is really good. It's light, it's crisp, it's everything you want in a daiquiri, but it's got a little bit of a twist because of the orange juice. Can you hear me chewing it? I still don't know if I'm excited about like the ice chips in a daiquiri, but people do seem to love that. So, if you enjoyed this, please be sure to hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you aren't already. Share this on all your social media. Let people know about the Derby Daiquiri. Oh, and I was gonna say, like, what's up with the little dude? He's a jockey. So that's what the little dude is. It's a jockey for horse racing. Now, if you enjoyed this cocktail, click on this one next. Okay, dude, aloha. And also, that's a horse, you know? It's good.